swing right out of the gate by Maddie Anson, the Kentucky commit, as she grounds up shortly to Sippa, over to Hinkle, and another look here, quick swinging and a solid whack at it from Anson.
Absolutely, that was great contact, especially for it was one pitch, one hit, so hopefully they had enough time to get their timing on the pitcher, but good looks for some contact early in the game.
So here comes Tribal. Tribal in the 2-hole in this ball game. Had a couple of hits in game 1 and a couple of doubles. For Stevenson, on the mound, it's Brooke Banansky. Banansky, the hurler, and that's the riser floater for ball 1.
Now St. Mary's changed up their lineup a little bit. They got a couple extra girls in there that we didn't get to see last game. They added McDonald, number 11, to the middle of the lineup, batting cleanup. So I'm excited to see her, what she's got to offer today.
Yeah, part of that freshman movement for the Eaglets that we'll get into. Excuse me, she's a junior. There's a fly ball line shot to center field, a great swing and a loud out from Mia Tribal, the James Madison commit. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll leave it up to Riley Higgins.
It's a beautiful hit, great contact. Got to have contact early in the game. Love to see it.
Higgins had 2 RBIs in game 1. Solid shot up the middle that scored a couple of clutch runs for the Eaglets that allowed them to continue to play on and not get run ruled. There's another sharp one to short. Short hop for Sippa, throw to first. Not in time to get the speedy Riley Higgins, who has back-to-back hits. If you're counting that first game, she's feeling comfy at the dish.
Absolutely. Good job on Sippa on keeping that ball in front. That definitely could have covered getting a extra bag. So that was great defense on that. Just keeping the ball in front. Don't always have to make the play. That's what defense is for.
That's it. Here's McDonald, who you mentioned we did not see in game 1. McDonald batting .242 on the year. Gianna McDonald. We'll see if Higgins is off and running here with 2 outs. Good speed at first. That's the changeup over for a strike, and we've seen a couple of nice changeups now from Banansky.
Yep, and St. Mary's has seen lots of changeups today, so hopefully that they're ready. They're ready to, adjust to that. And like I said earlier today, is you're not always wanting to swing at the changeup on the first pitch, so it was a good take.
Swing and a miss, down on strikes. Eaglets get a hit, but can't get it across. We go to the bottom half of the first. Here come the Spartans of Stevenson.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Here come the Eaglets defensively. McDonald at third, Mountain at short, Tribal at second, Higgins at first. It'll be Anson on the mound. Bashawati behind home plate, McCullough, Ignashik, and Covert in the outfield for Dave Langlois in his first year. Eaglets have won 4 of their last 5 and trying to get back on the left side of the column today. And they'll do it behind their pitcher, Maddie Anson, who will throw. And look, this isn't her normal spot. Yeah. She's not expected to carry all the load, but this is something she can do and do well.
Absolutely. I mean, Talk about athleticism. Maddie Anson played shortstop last game, and now she's on the mound. And normally you see trying to protect the pitchers, maybe just having them be pitchers, but no, she does it all. She's a phenomenal softball player, and you know, she has all the tools in her belt to just continue to stay on the field and get the job done wherever she's at.
Anson deals, and it's chopped foul. So this is the leadoff hitter, Braun Scheidel. Braun Scheidel, the batter.
She'll be playing center field today.
One of the captains. Stevenson, 19 wins on the year. First place in the KLAA East. They won the KLAA East the previous 4 seasons and 5 of the last 6. And they're looking to do that again. They'll have to win a series against Belleville next week in order to lock that up, but odds are they'll clean up on Belleville. That's a strike, or excuse me, a ball wide of the zone. Anson, I called her Manson. How about it? She is headed to Kentucky. She will not pitch there. She will roam the outfield in Lexington. 3-1 the count to the leadoff hitter. Strike called on the outside part of the plate.
Full count, definitely looking. She was looking for hers. Now it's time to protect a little bit. Hopefully she can, you know, get on base, whether that's by a walk or just getting the ball in play.
Anson misses wide, says the home plate umpire, Ken Butler. Mike Schramm is the field umpire. The umpires will switch from the previous game we did. The previous game we did was a 11-4 win for South Lyon over St. Mary's. It stopped their 4-game win streak. Bless you, Christian. Here comes the number 2 hitter in the lineup. Throw down to second, not in time. Brinley Eckerman, the batter, and the captain. She's out. Okay, she left early. Okay, how about it? She was safe on the play, but left too early. So that's an out, and it's a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that leadoff runner out, and they didn't have to do much work for it. It was kind of given to them, but that's just the base runner, you know, testing the limits of the umpire and what they will allow and what they won't, you know. A lot of times you'll see everyone kind of leaves a little bit early, but it's just whether the umpire catches it or not. And this time they did, yeah.
Softballers all cheat, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's interesting. All right, noted.
Yeah, literally, they teach you. They teach you that. It's crazy.
Does Dave Langlois teach that?
I don't know. I don't want to give no secrets away.
Might get you in trouble. Eckerman awaits. That one's too tall. 2-0 the count. Brinley Eckerman, one of the captains, is the batter.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a huge out, though. Not having that runner on base, that could have made some impact for them in this first inning here.
Put an asterisk next to that one. 1 out, nobody on, and a 2-0 count to the 2-hitter, Eckerman. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Smoked up the gut, and the worm burner gives the Spartans a runner on. With a runner out, here's the swing up the gut.
When we talk about it, I already love their mentality here. Just one at a time. That's all you need to do. Just chip away, try to get a run on the board, and hopefully Stoops will just follow it up with another hit and move around the bases.
Stoops, the batter, and she crushes one to the gap, and it's caught in center field by Covert. Fleet-footed to steal a double away from Stoops. 2 are out.
I mean, that's a great hit. You can't hang your head on that one. Make good contact, and sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't.
And a fine read by Covert. The toughest ball to field as an outfielder, of course, is that line shot right at you. So this is Katie Kramer, number 24. Her sister Allie Kramer is also on this club. She's a freshman pitcher. She's a good one. So runner on first is Eckerman with 2 outs, and that one is grounded softly to second, handled by Mountain. Throw to first, inning over. So, couple of hits, but nothing to show for it. St. Mary's puts up a 0. We go to the second. No score. First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Chad Bush and Chloe Hugg back with you. The C-Jack Express, Christian Jackson running the dials for this prep crew. Thanks for watching on this Saturday. And Chloe, we've got a scoreless game. Both teams had a chance in the first. And this Saturday afternoon of baseball continues on this beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. Definitely seeing lots of contact already in the game, though. So hopefully this inning, both teams can, crack the ball a little bit. Sounds like St. Mary's is having a little extra fun this game, trying to turn the day around, maybe end it on a win. That would be awesome for them.
Let's look at the defense for Stevenson. Kramer behind home plate, Stoops at third, Sippa at short, Wells at second, Hinkle at first, Crosby in right, Braun Scheidel in center and Eckerman in left. And here we go. Eaglets, quick swinging ground ball, but shot away. Throw to first, got her by a half step. Eaglets have been the victim of a couple of really close calls. Out at first here.
Man, Sippa is already showing to be a heck of a shortstop. 2 super awesome plays by her already in this game. That's a tough play.
Yeah, I would say so. Close play at first. So here comes number 72, McCullough. We saw McCullough come on the mound in game 1. Alyssa McCullough. And she loops one to left, hit firmly but right at Eckerman. And another good swing by the Eaglets, allowed out.
Lots of hits just right at people. Sometimes that's just how it happens. But they continue putting the bat on the ball. Some will fall.
That's right. Following this one, the Eaglets will have Catholic League tournament play coming up next week, mixed in with some non-conference games. Brooke Banansky on the mound. And the changeup there sped up Juliana Kaczynski. Mother played at Wayne State. Mother Lisa was a Tartar. This is a utility player that the Eaglets really like. Bright future for this freshman. They call Juju.
She's not pitching as many changeups as the last pitcher they faced was.
Well,
so
who
I think
could?
they're liking it. I know,
that
seriously.
was a heavy dose of
Seriously,
changeups.
I think they're definitely going to take advantage of it, though. They're liking the speed of this pitcher.
Line shot to third. Stoops was on it. And the inning is over. Quick moving softball here in Orchard Lake. Fine defense, fine hitting, everything happening well. Thanks for watching on the prep. Back with more after this.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
So Livonia Stevenson looking to draw first blood. The Fighting Westfalls.
Lots of softball going on this spring. Stevenson are They're playing 13 games played in the last 7 days. That is a
Say that.
lot
Wait a
of
minute.
games.
Say that again.
13 games played in the last 7 days.
That's insane is right.
Right.
And they played a lot of ranked teams. They played 8 ranked teams this year.
And the one game that they lost was Mercy. I remember when I played in high school, Mercy has always just had a phenomenal program, and they've always had great pitchers, because I remember the pitcher that played for them when I was in high school. She was amazing, and it looks like they have a great pitcher this year as well.
They do. They've got one of the best in the state, Polizzi, and this is a Stevenson team that battled her to a 1-0 loss, but gave them a lot of confidence. And it was the freshman on the mound for Stevenson that battled her to that 1-0 loss. But a statement was certainly made that day. Stevenson nearing 20 wins, having a great season out of the KLAA. Eaglets get out number 1 here.
Good play by the third baseman on that one, keeping it nice and controlled, letting it just come back to her, set her feet, make a good throw.
Allison Kramer was the hurler, just a freshman that battled in that 1-0 loss. Both these teams have played great competition. There's a pop-up to short, easily handled by Mia Tribal. 2 quick outs.
Absolutely. Anson's doing a great job already this game. She keeps jamming them on the inside, and that's amazing as a pitcher. Being able to get those pop-ups and those slow rolling balls just to get some nice easy outs for the defense.
Anson known for her location. She locates very well. It's a fastball that gets to about mid-60s. Got a rise ball as well. And again, she's doing this to help the team out. She has logged 24 innings on the year coming in. She's 1-1 on the year. Again, a Kentucky commit. She'll play in the outfield, though, in Lexington. She'll roam that bluegrass. Swing and a miss. This is number 8, Kennedy Hinkle. No relation to the Eaglets' Cadence Hinkle, who started and pitched in game 1. Outside corner, and Anson living up to the billing.
Yeah, you weren't lying about the location. She's hitting it everywhere, and that's hard. That's hard as a hitter to be able to read that and to be able to adjust, because sometimes there'll be a pitcher that will have the same thing. So eventually, you're gonna get used to it eventually. But if she just keeps pitching everywhere, it's gonna be tough.
Got her with a tall one, out on strikes. Anson on point, and the Eaglets rolling up the outs defensively. Can the bats get popping here in the third? Find out right after this.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk that. At the same time, gotta walk that. Better yet, run, go, hit a lip, hit me up with my homies, and we do it all again.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Coming down the mountain, it's Reese Mountain to lead things off for OLSM. She'll be followed by Covert and Anson in the Eaglets' third. Squares to bunt, puts it down, Stoops picks it up, throws to first, and they got her by a half step. Fine play by Ella Stoops to hustle off that stoop and make the play.
Good to change it up a little bit. We haven't seen much small ball here today, so trying something a little bit new. St. Mary's coming off a 11-4 loss to South Lyon, so they're looking to hopefully get the bats going here in the second game against Stevenson, who beat South Lyon 7-0 the first game of the day.
You bet. Here's Olivia Covert, who has a hit this game, batting 9th in this one. Strike called. A successful first game at the plate. At the top of the lineup, she moves to 9 in the game 2. What's your thoughts behind that move?
I don't mind it at all because when you have a good hitter, a consistent hitter in the bottom of the lineup, they're just going to keep it flowing into the top of the lineup where you also have good hitters. So keeping her at that 9 spot, I'm assuming she switches between the 9 spot and the 1 spot quite often. It's probably something that she's pretty used to, just because having the wheels on the bases for that good chunk of lineup and coming up right after her.
Versatile player, fouls it back. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Brooke Banansky.
And also St. Mary's just trying to switch it up a little bit, give them a different look. Obviously, they got a chance to watch the game that they played against South Lyon beforehand. So just switching up the look a little bit and also giving the players a new feel to try to make something happen this game.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Alert people. Shake it around. There's a pop-up to center, and coasting in is Braun Scheidel for the out. So that's 2 outs, and that will bring up the number 2 hitter, Maddie Anson, who's pitching today.
Yep, just got under it on that one.
So Anson, the 2 hitter, looks at a strike on the inside corner. We'll talk to Director of Athletics in the girls division, Don Buchanan. At the end of this inning, we'll give you a break to go, you've been sitting here all day. Go stretch your legs out for a minute. Fly ball right field, routine catch and right for Crosby. That'll end the inning. Chloe, we'll talk to you soon. Don't go too far now.
I won't. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, we're back with Don Buchanan in a scoreless game in the 3rd right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
As we start the bottom half of the 3rd, want to welcome in the Director of Athletics in the girls division, Don Buchanan.
Thanks a lot, Chad. I appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to have you. And you've had so many roles at Orchard Lake St. Mary's, but I know this is one that you really have embraced and enjoy quite a bit. As a Director of Athletics for the girls division, this has been something for you that you've enjoyed this season. It's been a successful first year.
Oh, it's been just a joy. Len came to me at the beginning of the year, and we had a need and asked me if I'd fill it, and took it over, and I've enjoyed every bit of it this year.
Maddie Anson back on the bump. It's fun to have student athletes like Maddie Anson committed to Kentucky. I mean, you've got all kinds of players from Division I, Power 4 to any level going to the next level. But the most important thing is that this is a growing athletics program as well as academic program in the girls division.
Yeah, because, we just started the girls division. Our first graduating class was last year, so in our 6th year of the girls' school. And it's nice that already our programs are elevating, and we're looking good.
Yeah, I'd say so. Softball program under new leadership with Dave Langlois having a solid season and battling right here and now against Stevenson in a scoreless game. Strike called on the outside corner.
Nice job.
How about that outside smoke? Out on strikes is Hannah Hyber. Here's another look. that pitch. Did you ever play any softball? Men's softball? Slow pitch or
a little
fast
bit,
pitch?
A little bit after high school.
Yeah, yeah.
For a few years, but it's more golf now.
Oh yeah, I've been out with you on the golf. Yeah, no, we've had some fun on the course. This is Sippa, the shortstop, Avery Sippa. Full disclosure, Don's son, Kyle Buchanan, all of the folks here are very familiar with, our ace, veteran cameraman, who has worked himself into a much better assignment today wherever he's at. But no, seriously, we love Kyle, and when you introduced him to the prep, you gave us a gift. So thank you for that. He does a great job for us.
Yep. He likes sports, growing up that way, and now filming it down at Little Caesars Arena and Comerica Park and getting whatever he can.
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves it. Bummed we don't have him here today, but I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I like it when he does St. Mary's stuff so I can see him and have a little chat with him.
No doubt. Maddie Anson on the corner, forget about it. Maddie just painting that thing, and she's in some kind of a groove now, Coach.
What a difference. 2 games, starting off against South Line, who got beat by Stevenson, and then now us playing Stevenson after what they did, South Line did to us. It was quite a difference. Our girls are awake and playing right now.
So aside from the success that you've seen, I know, in the spring, what kind of things in the fall and in the winter in the girls' side
well,
most proud
our
of?
sophomore class, both the boys' division and the girls' division, have so many athletes.
Yeah.
Our volleyball team had sophomores on varsity, and the JV team filled with sophomores went undefeated. Basketball had 7 sophomores up on the varsity basketball team. I mean, we're coming along, and I look forward. Oh!
Tribal's throw was a bit too tall. Higgins tried to slap it down on the head or the helmet, respectively, to Braun Scheidel, and she just was offline. Here's another look, and bam. I don't know. What a savvy play by Higgins, though, to reach back like that. That's just not something you can teach. That's good baseball and softball IQ. Line shot to right center. That's going to get up the gap. Braun Scheidel's going to come around third. She'll score. This will drive in the game's first run. It's an RBI double off the bat of the number 2 hitter, Brinley Eckerman. And it's 1-0 Livonia Stevenson.
How quickly it turns.
Yeah. Good piece of hitting there, and Eaglets keep her to 2 bases. And so now here comes the third baseman, Stoops. Eaglets trying to keep the damage at 1 run with 2 outs. Those 2 out runs hurt just a little more, huh?
Yep, especially when you should have had the 3rd out.
Yeah, that's right. I know you also double as a football coach, as one of the assistants under Jermaine Gonzalez, a state champion assistant coach at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Congratulations on the state title this past fall.
Thank you. We've been quite blessed around here. I came in with George in 1986, and
shot to left, and that's going to get through the glove.
Look at second
of Tribal. And that ball's going to get all the way to the backstop, and you can't take the coach out of coach. He said it, and he said it right. Throw to second. Don't give him an extra base. You are not wrong, sir. And it cost the Eaglets an extra base. Here's a look at the Spartans, who've put on their hitting shoes here in the 3rd. So that is an RBI for Stoops. 2-0 Stevenson. Looking for more. These are 2-out hits. Swing and a miss. This is Katie Kramer, the catcher.
All right.
There's that fastball, that riser by Anson. So what about this spring season? Obviously, we know about softball having a great year. They're about to start the Catholic League tournament
And
track, and how about track? And
track
how about,
had the Catholic League championship yesterday, and soccer finished their league play last night and will be in the Catholic League playoffs on Tuesday down at Green Hills.
Okay. Hey, listen, don't go anywhere. You got another half inning in you?
Sure.
All right, we'll come back with more from Don Buchanan, the Director of Athletics in the girls division at St. Mary's.
Let's go now. Let's go.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Chad Bush and Don Buchanan, special guest. And the good luck charm for the Eaglets perhaps in the fourth. There's a lot of responsibility on you. It's the heart of the order coming up with Tribal, Higgins, and McDonald for the Eaglets. Trailing 2-0 here in the fourth, but they've been known to come back.
Well, in the first time through the order, they were making good contact on the ball, getting it. Unfortunately, it was hit right at people, and Stevenson played it well. I just hope we find the holes this time.
A nice dynamic of 5 freshmen, 4 seniors, and certainly others that are important in between. But when you have that dynamic, Coach, what's it like as a coach when you've got a nice blend of very young and very old?
Well, it's really nice when you have young talent. You know you can work on them, and when you have a good senior leadership, no matter if you're junior, sophomore, freshman, loaded, it's up to those seniors to bring them along and show them what tradition, what is expected, and how to prepare for everything, and they can really lead that and show the younger kids how to do it.
This is one of the kids that have done it. Mia Tribal headed to James Madison looking for her third hit of the day. Pitch that was up and away, and Coach did not love that call. It's okay. It's your mic. You can do what you want.
I'm a little bit like a fan, too.
That's okay. You're allowed. You are allowed, sir. There's a shot right.
See what I'm
back to Banansky, and Coach is going to lose himself if another play like that happens. How about the swing, the hit, and the Banansky reaction?
I give her credit, man. That ball came off that bat real nice, and pitcher, give her credit. She made the stab.
Yeah. Here comes Riley Higgins. Her sister Delaney did a heck of a job at the prep as our graphic designer for over a year before she got on to bigger, better things. She's doing great things in Chicago. But this Higgins family, talented. We know Nolan Higgins is at Michigan State doing a great job. Her brother. Talked about Delaney. And this one, Riley making a name for herself. She had 2 RBIs in game 1. She's an outstanding athlete. And I mean, she's really added to this lineup in that blend of freshman, senior. You throw in a junior like Higgins, and she's been just the right spice. Behind 0-2 with 1 out. There's a ground ball to third, handled by Stoop. She's a hoover over there. And she throws across the diamond.
That's only 2, right?
For out number 2. Stevenson was just testing you. Just
Seeing
testing Austin Sonnenberg, if you're on it.
See if we're paying attention, right?
Yeah, it's just a test. Only a test. Isn't that what they do on Saturday? Don't they do that test at 1 o'clock? Did it happen? Did we hear that siren? I don't know. Here's McDonald. Gianna McDonald, another junior. She was big in the win over Flat Rock. She was 3 for 6 with 3 RBIs. Has a great glove. Trusted at third. There's a strike on the lower outside quadrant from Banansky, who's really starting to dial in. It's been a grinder for Stevenson. They're playing their 13th game in 7 days. Up and away and a good eye for the right-handed stick, McDonald. So what's on tap for the summer? You going to have some fun? You going to be able to take a break when all this is done in another few weeks?
My wife and I are going to go on a golf outing with her family, a lot of her cousins and that. But we got some camps going on here at St. Mary's, basketball, football, softball, all the different camps. And so I'll be around here a lot too.
Take a
as
little
usual.
time off. Yeah. It's hard not to want to be a part of this beautiful campus. Change up outside corner, strike called. Inning over. Coach, it's been fun and fabulous.
Well, thanks
You're
a
the
lot,
best.
Chad. I appreciate it, and
Really
good luck on the rest of the game here and going forward, all right?
Appreciate it. Thanks all you do for us.
Have a good one.
You bet. Don Buchanan, the Director of Athletics. More to come right after these.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
There it is, part of the beautiful campus of Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Eaglets, 9-time state champions in football, an illustrious athletic history, and the beauty of this campus is just abundant and around us each and everywhere we look and turn. And great to be here. And we welcome back Chloe Hugg.
I am back. Fill me in. What happened while I was gone?
Well, you don't really care. You've just been polishing off red velvet donuts from Dutch Girl. And I don't blame you. I'm a little jealous.
It was amazing.
No, that's awesome. We thank Dutch Girl Donuts, our sponsor. We've got some great donuts here. We've got donuts to distribute. Everyone can have one. But yeah, Dutch Girl's pretty legit. Have you had them before?
No, that was the first time I ever had them.
It won't be your last.
Okay.
It won't be your
no,
last.
honestly, yeah, I'll definitely be going back there because that was really, really good. And it's been it was a little warm because it's nice and warm outside today. It was
the
perfect.
Hunt Man brought him in from Detroit this morning, and I'll tell you what, he made sure they were fried fresh when he got them, and that's the kind of state that he brought them in. Hunt Man's got high standards. Maddie Anson keeping this a ball game. 2-0 Stevenson, and fooled and tardy with that fastball out on strikes. Down goes Ruby Wells, a tough out in that 5-hole. So Anson has been fabulous in this game. 1-1 on the year with 24 innings logged. She's making her 9th appearance in her 5th start of the year. Meanwhile, this is the 6th hitter. This is Elena Crosby, the right fielder. Tapper over Anson, Tribal behind her, and the throw to first is not in time for the speedy lefty who got down the line in a hurry in Crosby.
Yeah, she really did. She got out of the box quick, and it popped right over her head. Nice and bouncy. Sometimes those slow ones, the ones that are super soft, they get the job done, get a runner on base, and we only got one out, so they got a little bit of wiggle room here to maybe put a couple more runs up.
Anson, 36 strikeouts on the year coming in against just 14 walks. She's given up 31 hits and just 18 earned runs. Comes in with a 5.25 ERA. Maddie Anson, the Kentucky commit, hurls. And fires it past. Kennedy Hinkle, the number 7 batter at first base.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good pitching staff here at St. Mary's, just looking to click them together and make it work.
Go
ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Apologize. I was just going to say Anson has 4 strikeouts and 1 walk. Your turn. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say sometimes it's just about putting them in at the right time, in the right order, and just getting a good rotation with that pitching staff is kind of key. And that comes along with having a new coach and learning their players and learning, you know, maybe one of them likes to go in the beginning of the game, the other one is a good closer. So just knowing your players and players being able to speak up and say, hey, this is what's working for me today and this is what's not.
Yeah, and it's part of that open communication, right? And knowing the coach knowing the players, and then knowing where the player is going to be comfortable too.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, starting and relieving and all those things are roles that you have to adapt to.
Yeah, especially when these girls are out here playing 2-3 different positions. They're playing all around. So communication is going to be key with that. And luckily, Coach Dave is one of those coaches that he's approachable, and he will definitely accept whatever you need to tell him. He will, you know, accommodate you and work with you and make sure that you're comfortable and allow you to speak up, which I think is really important.
Yeah, no doubt. You want that relationship where you can be open. Number 5 against number 5, and this one goes back to the screen. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, and it is blowing out.
Yeah, while I was eating my donut, I was thinking today would be a great day to fly a kite. I don't even know if I've ever flown a kite, but that just sounds kind of fun today.
Hey, it can all happen after this broadcast. Anything.
I have to stop at Walmart on my way out.
Yeah, it's a good day for it. And don't forget another red velvet donut. We got one more or 2.
I don't know if I can do another one.
Oh, come on. You don't have to be shy with us. I mean, I know it's your first time here, but it's all right. We like our food. We like our sponsors. And we thank Dutch Girl. Maddie Anson trying to get out of this inning. And it looks like she has. Riley Higgins has her back. Inning over. Eaglets coming to bat in the top of the 5th. Down a couple, but still with plenty of life.
It was very exciting to be the first class. It's just really empowering, and I feel very blessed.
Walking around this campus and getting to see Orchard Lake, no other school gets to see that.
The way my relationship with all my friends has grown is crazy. It's almost like a sisterhood, just how like the guy said a brotherhood. I think we have an amazing sisterhood. To be these women of St. Mary's is to be the first woman or person to do anything. You're making a legacy just by being here, going to school. That's not really a thing that everybody gets to experience. You're starting something new.
Brooke Bonansky back in the circle. And she'll attack the middle of the Eaglets lineup. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Bashawati, McCullough, and Kaczynski for the Eaglets. Chad Bush, Chloe Hugg. What do the Eaglets have to do to get back into this game here in the 5th?
Just string together some hits for sure. I mean, they've been putting the bat on the ball. They're just not hitting the gap. So trying to get the ball on the ground, maybe keep it out of the air so they don't catch it. But they've had line drives right to people, and that can definitely be frustrating on an offensive end. But, you know,
yeah, and it can make you a little over-aggressive perhaps at times,
yeah,
and want to do extra stuff. But Eaglets staying patient, at least there, with that change-up.
Absolutely. Just keep it nice and simple, nice smooth swing. And being selective, too. I've seen a couple rise balls out of her, just picking, like looking for your pitch and picking your pitch and sticking with it is definitely important.
Stevenson in line to win their fourth KLAA East title. In the last 5 years, they've been city champs now. 5 straight years in the city of Livonia. Swing and a miss, strikeout for Banansky, and it's a big one to start the 5th.
Yeah, that's a good win for Banansky. You know, it was full count, pitched a couple balls in a row, and got the job done. Mikala up to bat. She ended the last game pitching a little bit, and now today she's in left field.
Solid young player for the Eaglets.
Definitely did a good job for them last game in the mound.
She did through the last couple innings. Shut it down just enough to stick around, and she's a promising piece to the future, just a freshman. And she's up now, Alyssa McCullough, number 72. Got to ask what's behind that.
Yeah, that is kind of a...
The year Pat the Stat graduated. I don't think that's why she's wearing it, Dad. I wasn't serious. It was a joke, but he thinks it might be. And the on-deck circle for the Eaglets is number 1, Juliana Kaczynski. Stays off. Disciplined approach by the freshman.
Yeah, definitely just being selective. It's definitely going to be the key for this pitcher. Staying selective.
Banansky gets her 4th K right there. She's given up just 1 hit in this game and been fabulous and continues to thrive in this at-bat.
That one, it seemed like she was a little bit not sure if she wanted to swing, and she did anyways. Sometimes that happens.
Keeping them off balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Juliana Kaczynski. She's batting in the cleanup spot a lot of this year. Batting .294, solid freshman performer for Dave Langlois. Tough one there, up and away.
Banansky's definitely giving them some room to make something happen here. Giving them some balls, giving them lots of different looks. So it's just about capitalizing when the time is right.
Another well-struck ball, but right at the Hoover down at third. Ella Stoops, no chance for the Sacred Heart commit to not make that play. We go to the bottom half. Still 2-0, Spartans.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
The Eaglets now 9-10 on the year, 4-5 in league play out of Division II. 4th year as a program. Lost in the regional finals, but won a district in their first season under Molly Campbell. And notable alums Mike and Gary Ignashik, a couple of former Eaglets. And of course, with this only being a girls' division that they've added in the last 5 years, it's not a lot of alums. There's only one alumni class.
Right.
And so this is the class. Actually, this is the first class, I believe. Softball.
Definitely takes time to build up a program, but they've done a good job already. In 4 short years, it takes time to have a good program.
You got 3 college commits in this class. I mean, you got the girl on the mound, Maddie Anson, going to a Power 4 school in Kentucky. Mia Tribal going to James Madison. another Division I school. And Paige Bashawati going to Ohio Northern. I mean, 3 players going to college.
Right.
In that first class. Pretty impressive.
For sure.
And an impressive battle there. A strikeout by Anson on Sippa. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Stevenson up 2-0. It's been a pitcher's duel all the way.
Sippa's had a good game defensively. Love to see if she can make it happen. Maybe get something started. She's tried to pull up for a bunt a couple times today.
She has. Is that just a bluff, or is she? You think she might really do that?
I don't know. I feel like just because there's nobody on base right now, she might not, but.
Anson has been solid today. 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk. She's given up 5 hits and 2 runs. Both have been earned.
3-1-5.
Yeah, she's done great.
Braun Scheidel, the batter, headed to Albion. She will be a Briton next year.
3-2-3.
One of 4 players going on to play college ball next year out of the 8 seniors. Chopper down the line, mishandled by the head coach.
That's quite a few girls from a high school team going to play at the next level. That's pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
You don't see that quite often. Like, you see a lot of the travel teams will be stacked with really high-level players, but then once you get to high school, they kind of all disperse and go their own way, and wow.
Diving play by Covert, couldn't come up with it. Great effort, but it'll drop in for a base hit for the leadoff hitter, Braun Scheidel. Here's another look.
Yeah, that was tough. It looked like her glove kind of got stuck a little bit under her when she made that dive and kind of got her stuck up in the turf a little bit. But definitely good effort and good backup by the left fielder.
So Brinley Eckerman, the batter, and ball getting away. An advancement. That's a big advancement with a runner now at second base with 1 out.
Absolutely getting that runner in scoring position here for number 12.
Brinley Eckerman, the batter, and she looking to drive in that ever-important 3rd run. Eaglets trying to hold it down with Maddie Anson, who's gone all the way. Outside corner, strike called.
She does a good job pitching in the river on both sides of the plate. And that's definitely, having accuracy as a pitcher is definitely super cool. But it's really cool to see her pitching today. I was kind of surprised by that. You don't see that too often.
Swinging a drive deep to center. This is trouble. This is gone. Home run by number 12, Brinley Eckerman. And it's extended the lead and doubled the lead to 4-0 for the Spartans. Eckerman, the Northwood commit, with a big bop to center. And it's a pivotal swing and drive.
Right, she made that look easy. She just tapped it and it went for sure.
Up into that breeze. That wind's a whipping.
Yup.
And she didn't need much help.
Got some insurance for Stevenson. Make him a little more comfortable here in this game. St. Mary's looking to respond next inning, hopefully.
Yeah. Line shot left center field, and the hits keep coming. This is Stoops, who will cruise into 3rd with a 1-out double. And this hitting being contagious thing is real.
Yes, it absolutely is. That was a beautiful inside pitch, but she got a hold of it, got it out early, and she drove it. A beautiful hit.
Dave Langlois going to make a move. And while he makes a move, we'll make a move and take a timeout. We're back, and we'll tell you all about the new pitcher for the Eaglets right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back.
All right, we've got a new pitcher. It's Maddie Grable, the sophomore. And a lot of changeups we can expect, 75% changeups. She last started against Flat Rock and didn't have her best stuff, but this is a good change of pace, and they like to bring her in behind Maddie Anson just to kind of show the difference and that variable
speed
you talked about.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's perfect, and that's kind of what they faced against last game was that changeup, so they're going to try to give it back to them a little bit and see if they can make it work on the other end.
That's it.
Looks like Anson went out to center field.
Okay.
And Covert over to right field.
That's right. And Ignashik out of the game. Changeup just misses. First base was open. And the Eaglets will grant Katie Kramer first. Ruby Wells is due up. We've got a courtesy runner that will check in, and that is number 2. That is Maddie Schleif.
Got wheels on the bases now, and it's not always a bad idea on the defensive end to have a force out now at third.
Wells rips it to center, and it gets past Anson. That's going to score a run. It's going to score 2. Stoops around third, she'll score. Schleif around third, she'll score. And it's now 6-0 Stevenson on the 2-run double off the bat of Ruby Wells.
We've seen lots of amazing hits today. It's always a fun day of softball, beautiful weather, and some line drives. Love to see it.
Anson almost cut that thing off, but just too well struck. And a big addition and insurance here in the 5th. So here is Elena Crosby, the batter. Stevenson is coached by Kevin Hannigan. He's assisted by Mike Masick and Brittany Abraham. And of course, the Eaglets by Dave Langlois as their head coach, assisted by Emily Robach, Maddie Campagna, and Izzy Dawson. Ground ball to second and mishandled by Mountain. Covert comes in to scoop it up. They will hold the runner at third. And the defensive woes have come back to haunt the Eaglets here.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times today where they're just struggling on defense, and sometimes that can play into how they're doing on offense as well. Just all around trying to execute when you get an opportunity.
Kennedy Hinkle is the batter. Stevenson will try to win the KLAA East next week. They can wrap it up with wins over Belleville. On the other side of the ledger, on the west side of the KLAA, you've got Howell and Northville. And Northville is leading that right now, and they are ranked in the top, I think, 6th right now in the Division I poll. And that's a team that St. Mary's opened the year with and took a respectable 8-3 loss in that game. Dave Langlois has played some of the top teams in the state, and he has not been afraid to do that this year.
Absolutely. And you kind of have to do that so you can
Anson will make the catch, tagging and scoring as Wells at 7-0 Stevenson here in the 5th. Also advancing from second to third and tagging up is Crosby. It's an RBI sac fly for Hinkle.
Yep, deep fly ball will definitely get the job done. Get a runner to score, get another runner in scoring position. Sometimes a sac fly is just as good as a base hit.
But with 2 outs now, Stevenson can end this game with a single. St. Mary's again in a situation where they're trying to not get run ruled here in the 5th. This time it's the defense that has to hold it up for them.
Yeah. And you were talking a little bit about the competition that St. Mary's has played this year, and That's amazing that they have a tough schedule, and same on Stevenson's side too. They've also played a tough schedule, but playing a tough schedule means that you're just preparing for playoffs and preparing for high-level competition and making sure that you can get the job done and compete at all levels.
Base hit to left, that'll score the game-winning run. It's 8-0, and that should do it, and it will. So an RBI single by Hannah Heiber, 8-0 Stevenson, and that's it. So we'll take a break, we'll come back, and we will put a bow on the show from Orchard Lake. Thanks for watching. 8-0 Stevenson wins it over St. Mary's. Back with
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
It was very exciting to be the first class.
So we're talking the temperature, the humidity.
It's just really empowering, and I feel very blessed.
Walking around this campus and getting to see Orchard Lake, no other school gets to see that.
The way my relationship with all my friends has grown is crazy. It's almost like a sisterhood, just how like the guy said a brotherhood. I think we have an amazing sisterhood.
To be these women of St. Mary's is to be the first woman or person to do anything. You're making a legacy just by being here, going to school. That's not really a thing that everybody gets to experience. You're starting something new.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions. We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Our G of the game, Brinley Eckerman had a big day, 3 for 3 at the plate. Single, double, home run, big day. How about that? Oh, another hat. Oh, you can't put that over. Gee. How about that? Okay. Your teammates are coming to harass you, by the way. How about this game for you, Brinley, and a big win here on the road against St. Mary's?
Yeah, for sure. It was a big win for us. I mean, coming in, we knew we were going to play two really good teams with some good pitching and face some good pitching before playoffs. And I was just looking to get the ball in play and show out for my team.
This has been a big stretch for you guys. 13 games in 7 days. How have you kept the energy level up?
Yeah, it's a lot of games in a week. I mean, we do good with we bring a candy salad to every game, so we get our energy from the candy, and we're just there for each other and just bring the energy out.
Candy salad? Explain, please.
Yeah, so everyone brings a different type of like gummy sour candy, and we just all mix it together, and then we just make a candy salad out of it.
That sounds amazing. That will keep anybody going. Yeah. Listen, big stretch for you guys coming up. You got a chance to clinch the KLAA East next week. What's ahead for you guys in making a run for the playoffs in the D1?
Yeah, the East is super big for us. I mean, we've gone back-to-back East a couple years in a row, and it's just a really good conference, West and East. And with having 8 seniors, like, it's just a big goal for us. We just really want to win that. And then looking into playoffs, we just really want to face some good competition, get some good wins.
That is amazing. Your teammates stacked that perfectly.
I don't even know what's on my head.
Whoa! And the fun is just beginning. Oh, the harassment your teammates have given you. We're going to let you go dry off. Congratulations, our G of the game, Brinley Eckerman.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a pause. We'll come back with more and close it out from Orchard Lake. Stevenson wins it. Brinley Eckerman, our G of the game.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Welcome back. Chad Bush and Chloe Hugg with you from Orchard Lake St. Mary's. This ball game is over, 8-0. Livonia Stevenson wins it. Chloe, it was a game which was tight. This final score doesn't really indicate what we saw today. It was a 2-0 game for the majority of it before Stevenson blew it open in the late couple innings. But good softball today through and through from start to finish. And Stevenson's hot, and they go back-to-back. 15-0 is what they sweep on the day. They're on some kind of run, playing all those games in a row. It seems to have helped them.
Absolutely. They played a phenomenal game and just put the bat on the ball a lot today. And sometimes it's just hitting the gaps a little more than the other team, and that's what they did, and they executed when they need to, and they did a great job. And St. Mary's, obviously, new program, new coaching staff, so they have some work to do, but, you know, the sky is the limit for them as well.
Yeah, they'll have an opportunity to make a run in Division II. Stevenson, as we heard from Brinley Eckerman around her teammates, giving her all kinds of hats and water treatment, they've got a chance to do something special too, and they showed that they can do it with the mound and also with the bats. And we didn't see St. Mary's best offense today, Chloe. We know that better things are ahead for them, and the tough competition will pay dividends as they start the Catholic League playoffs next week.
For sure. It's just about having fun, you know. You're out here for a good time, sometimes not a long time, and it looks like Stevenson, they had a blast today, and sometimes it's the team that has the most fun that wins the most ball games because, like I said earlier, they're playing loose, they're enjoying themselves, and, you know, getting the job done on the field.
Brooke Banansky is the winning pitcher for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, for Livonia Stevenson. My bad. As we get a look at some of the highlights in this game, and boy, this was a sharp shot that just got over the glove here. Ended up being a base hit single. But Banansky was on point with her location today and with her pitches.
Absolutely, she was. They both pitchers, Maddie Hansen as well, did a great job on the mound, and just placing that ball where it needs to be. But obviously, Banansky did phenomenal. She shut it down. She did her thing out there. And the rise ball was beautiful. It was working today for her. So, yeah, great day.
That was the sacrifice fly to left, and that was the final run that would end it and cap off the big day for Brinley Eckerman, the two-hitter. Meanwhile, the Eaglets back at it next week. They've still won 4 of their last 6, and they're about to make a run and a push for the Catholic League. And we appreciate Dave Langlois and Don Buchanan and all the great folks at Orchard Lake St. Mary's for helping us make this broadcast possible. Todd Covert. And we thank you, Chloe Hugg. Thank you very much. You did a great job on color commentary.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
We'll make sure we bring the red velvet donuts next time we see you. And want to thank our great, talented crew as well. Couldn't do it without them. Kristen Jackson, your executive producer. On replay, Evan Westfall. The Livonia Stevenson grad. First time for Stevenson on the prep, and the Fighting Westfalls get a win. Austin Sonnenberg on audio. Rob Hunter, the Hunt Man, on graphics. David Forrest high in that cherry picker, waiting to come down on camera 2. Mike Batchus on camera 3. Jason Nawrocki on camera 4. Pat the Stat on statistics. And as I mentioned, my partner Chloe Hugg on color commentary. It's been fun. Once again, your final score in this one, 8-0 Livonia Stevenson over Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We'll talk to you next week. Follow us on theprepsports.com. My name is Chad Bush. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching. So long.